everyone, I'm Nitsa and it is Monday, and that means it's time for another draft video. I post them every Monday and Thursday. Right now, we are doing Ultimate Masters. Just to remind you guys, my videos are sponsored by Card Kingdom. You can go to cardkingdom.com to get Ultimate Masters. Maybe I think at this point, by the time this video comes out, you can probably pre-order Ravnica Allegiance, all kinds of things. So check them out at cardkingdom.com. So, what do we have here? Well, I think it is important to note this is not this is a phantom draft, meaning I don't get to keep the cards, so the value of Containment Priest doesn't matter. So I don't think it's what we take here. This is a fairly weak pack, generally. Phalanx Leader is pretty nice. I think that might be where I go. The heroic decks seem to be really powerful. There's lots of good auras in this format, so if you're not used to me saying auras are good, which you shouldn't be because they're not in most formats, but when they all have totem armor, they are. But he's great in helping you go wide, and he's great with auras, so he's just good in general. I think he's probably the best card here. Iridescent Drake can do some silly combos, which would be fun to pull off, but it's better to pick up later when your deck has a decent number of auras and everything. So yeah, I mean, Mona the Unhallowed and Just the Wind are also pretty good, but I think Phalanx Leader is better than either of them. Though Just the Wind gets an extra boost in a format that's loaded with both auras and reanimation. Okay. So, this pack has Eternal Witness and Wild Mongrel, both of which are very good cards. Which is better? Wild Mongrel enables Madness. Eternal Witness, enables any deck. So I think that probably breaks the tie for me. This does have Heroic, but I think Eternal Witness is significantly better still. Ether Snipe's nice too, but I think we take the Witness. It's a 2-for-1 most of the time, and that is always going to be good. Okay. So maybe Heliod's Pilgrim here. We don't have the auras yet, but we're likely to get them. There's aura removal spells on top of auras to enhance our creatures that are good. If we ended up red-white, Undying Rage is a decent one. It doesn't have totem armor, but it always comes back to your hand, so you still don't get 2-for-1. But I think I'm going to take the Pilgrim. I'm a Pilgrim fan. Daybreak Coronet is so tempting. Man, you think it's going to wheel, though, right? I mean, who can cast Daybreak Coronet and want it if it's not an aura-heavy deck? I think we take Mammoth Umbra here. It's pretty nice. It's not my favorite, but our other options here aren't anything special. Like Crow of Dark Tidings and Mad Prophet both enable certain things, but they're nothing special. We have 2 reasons to play auras already, and we're going to pick up more most likely. So Mammoth Umbra it is. There's a chance we don't play green. All is Dust. That's fun. Well, now we probably do play green. Could just take another Mammoth Umbra. I don't love it as a 5-mana one. I like the cheaper ones more. I don't know why All is Dust isn't loading. It has such cool art. The Eldrazi are not loading. Cathodian's okay, but I think maybe just we slam another Umbra over like Brown Scale and Mandrills. I feel like that's what I'm going to do. Terramorphic Expanse can enable some things. These are both good cards, but are they better than Mammoth Umbra? Probably not. Probably not for us, assuming we end up where I think we're going to end up. All right, so green is not looking open, so I'm not going to be shocked if green just doesn't happen here. We could take a Wandering Champion or a Skywing Aven. Either one is good. There's also a Crowan Crusader, actually. I probably want that more than anything. It combos with auras and Phalanx Leader really well. Yeah, we're going to take the Crusader, see if red's open enough. If it is, I'll be pretty happy. Yeah, Arena Athlete's a good sign in that direction. Another thing with Heroic. Soul's Fire is good too. But for now, I think I'm going to take the Athlete. Okay, Faith's Fetters is awesome, so I think that's what we take here. The Shred Freak and Iguanar are both fine. When I've tried to play this in a deck that isn't black-red, it has been a little too hard to cast to be worth it. And the Iguanar is better in black-red too, where you sacrifice stuff more. We just want the really good removal spell that Heliod's Pilgrim can search up, by the way. Having a premium removal spell that your 3-mana 1/2 can draw you whenever you need it is awesome. So red-white looks like where we're going. It is, in my experience, a little less heroic-y of a deck, usually. It's usually more about going wide and stuff like that. And Mammoth Umbra is going to be a little worse in it than it is in a green-white deck because that deck has a higher curve. But, you know, we could still end up green-white. It just looks improbable right now. So blue things that came back or that are good are Eel Umbra and Iridescent Drake, which are both pretty good in our deck. You could also take Repel the Darkness, which has, you know, it can get blockers out of the way, or it can trigger Heroic if that's what we wanted to do. There's also a Cathodian, who's just like a reasonable aggressive creature. Blue seems pretty open. I mean, I think I'm going to take this Eel Umbra and see what happens. Okay, well, blue is pretty open, but I think we probably just take a Unicorn here and, you know, stay the course. Skywing Haven is good, but it's not incredible or anything. Not enough to make me say I'm definitely going blue. Neither is this stuff. Does our deck actually want Lava Spike? Probably not. We might want Defy Gravity, though. It does, after all, target things. And it has Flashback, so we can get 2 triggers out of it. So here I think we take a Repel. Brown Scale came back, and it's perfectly reasonable playable. It's, you know, definitely better in the black-green deck that wants to load up its graveyard. But so we got 2 cards with Heroic, and then 3 reasonable playables, one of which, and there's another Eel Umbra. Blue-white does seem more open than red-white, so that's something to keep in mind. Yeah. Okay, Kitchen Finks is nice. Swift Reckoning, also pretty nice, but it's not amazing. Not being able to kill blockers, things that are in your way, is annoying. So I could take the Finks. It would get played, probably. White is what's really open. I could also think about taking a Mongrel. But we don't know that we're playing green. It is a good card, but I think I would take Swift Reckoning before I'd take the Mongrel. Yeah, I think we take the Finks here. There's another Eternal Witness. It's hard for me to say no to that. There is a Hyena Umbra and a Snake Umbra. So what we lose if we go green-white instead is not that great. I mean, it's solid. But Eternal Witness is so good, and having 2 of them is pretty awesome. I think it's worth passing these reasonable auras for it. Okay, so there's a Spider Umbra. It's also a Wild Mongrel, though. That's probably what I should take. It's also a Rally the Peasants, for what that's worth. But I think I'm pretty sold now on green-white looking a little better than red-white or blue-white. Between the Mongrels, the Witnesses, and an easier to cast Kitchen Finks. One thing we're not going to have is any Madness in this color pair, so Wild Mongrel won't really enable that. So let's throw you guys over here. I think this is where we're going. Heliod's Pilgrim. Yeah, I think we probably want it. We have 3 auras. We're likely to pick up more. The High Priest is okay. You can bring back things. But I think another Pilgrim is probably better. Okay. Wow. Well, Reckless Charge, if we were to sort of go back where we were, is a good enabler, but I'd probably just take a Priest now. And what is happening now? I guess Lotus Eye Mystics, it can get us back auras. Sometimes it doesn't do anything, and that's annoying, but it's reasonable. Okay, so Wandering Champion isn't going to loot in this deck. That's worth noting. Can we do anything with Turn to Mist? We can. Between our Eternal Witnesses, Kitchen Finks, Lotus Eye Mystics, and cards with Heroic, which admittedly is 2 right now, it does do stuff. In addition to, you know, being useful in other situations. But, you know, being able to use Eternal Witnesses trigger again, or Heliod's Pilgrim's trigger again, it seems like we have enough ways to use it that I probably want it. I mean, another 2-drop would be good too, admittedly, but... Okay. Brown scale. We already have one. I don't know how much I want it. I mean, if we went back into red, Faithless Looting would be pretty nice. But probably taking a playable is a good idea. I'm going to put him over here for now, though. Man. Another Lotus Eye Mystics. I mean, I think that's going to be better than Canker Abomination in this deck. It's like green isn't open, but we've gotten such high-quality green cards. Like, all 4 of these are cards that are worth thinking about first picking. But we've just seen them really early, you know. After that, we've had kind of a hard time. And we did lose some Heroic by cutting red, but I think that's probably okay. I don't think I want another Eel Umbra. Martyr of Sands is okay. Verdant Eidolon could maybe help us splash, so I think I am going to take it. Mistveil Plains isn't very good. I mean, it's not really a strictly better Plains. Okay, I'm happy with this Spider Umbra here. To be really happy with it, I think I need more creatures who are good with auras, but I'm pretty happy to get it as late as we did. That Daybreak Coronet, by the way, did not come back. I just thought about that. So Shed Weakness is a good trick. It also does stuff with Kitchen Finks, so I guess I'll take it. Also triggers Heroic. But again, we have 2 cards with it right now. We need to pick up some more. We need to be a little more heroic. I think in an ideal world, we're probably not playing Repel the Darkness, especially with as much heroic as we have right now. And we're probably only playing 1 Lotus Eye Mystic. Do I just want Cavern of Souls? Is it actually going to do anything in our deck? I think, you know, it's better than the other option there, but... No, and a Reanimate now. And Miraculous Recovery. Okay. This pack is not great for us. It's great if you're a Reanimation deck. Staunch-Hearted Warrior is probably where we go, but man. That is not so good. Yeah, I mean, Gurmag Angler, Miraculous Recovery, Reanimate. They're all great cards. But none of them are really worth splashing. Like, we don't have what you really need to be doing to have for Reanimate to be good. We don't have good reanimation targets for Miraculous Recovery. And we're not going to load our graveyard enough for Gurmag Angler. So, all of that together, I think means we don't want them. I think I'll take the card with Heroic. Even though he's a little clunkier and he dies to stuff if you're not careful. You know, I could take another 2 like Ronom Unicorn, but... I think taking something with Heroic, which is really what we need, I think, is probably a little better. Man, we could have had 2 Rally the Peasants, huh? Okay, so here we have another choice. I bet this Umbra wheels. We have a Staunch-Hearted Warrior, but there's also another Mongrel. Mongrel's just too good, I think. Even in a world without Madness, which is what our deck is, it's incredibly good. Just because it's a... Ooh, Hero of Eroas. Yes, please. I would love Hyena Umbra, but reducing the cost of our auras and having Heroic is exactly what we want. Exactly. Probably don't play Verdant Eidolon if we're not splashing. In fact, we definitely don't. Especially with 2 gold cards. Yeah, so we've got the 2 Mammoth Umbras, Faith's Fetters, and Spider Umbra, and then also Shed Weakness and Turn to Mist to trigger Heroic. There's Furnace Celebration, which I love. Ooh, probably take Wingsteed Rider. I think things are coming together pretty nice now. We do have a bunch of humans, I guess. So maybe Cavern of Souls is worth it. Okay, so do we want a 3rd Pilgrim? It's great. It's a great card. But I might actually just want a Hooting Mandrills now. Like, having 1 of these is probably fine. If we already had, like, 7 auras, but I don't even know if we want that many, then maybe the Pilgrim's worth it. But there are going to be times where it doesn't search up anything that special. And the Mandrills gives us, you know, it's decent to put auras on because of Trample. And it gives us, you know, a bigger creature for the mid to late game. So I think I like it. I could see going the other way. Ooh. Yeah, we take Hero of Lena Tower here. I think it's going to be better than Double Cleave. Yeah. So. Human. human, 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 human. Wow. Right now, it might be worth running Cavern of Souls. It's like fixing, you know? Man, I always, when I think about it and then I take a card and then it's in the next pack, I think we take God's Willing. Yeah. It's nice for targeting things. But I would have made a different decision on the previous pack. Ooh. Okay, so I forgot about this guy with Madness, but I think we'd probably take Boar Umbra. It's a really good one. Has Totem Armor, like all the ones in our deck already do, and it gives a great bonus for its cost. You know, for comparison, you have to pay 2 extra mana to get Vigilance out of Mammoth Umbra, so, you know, it's better in basically every way. Basking Root Wallet is nice, but I think this is the last aura we're looking for. And then we can see, you know, probably just take something like Cathodian here. May or may not make the cut. Probably doesn't. It can in some decks. I think it's usually in a more aggressive deck that it does. Late Staunch-Hearted Warrior. We have to decide if Turn to Mist. We gotta decide which things we want. I guess we'll take a Pulse. I don't think it's gonna make our main board though. Same with Miming Slime. Man, Furnace Celebration went all the way around. Already did that once, though. You know, I already scratched that itch to draft that. Yeah, so not Cathodian. Whole bunch of stuff. I think we made the right choice in the end. You know, we veered a little bit here and there, but in the end, I think we ended up with a pretty sweet green-white Aura heroic deck. We just need to cut 2 cards from it. And we got to think about Cavern of Souls, like legitimately. I think we probably still only want 1 Lotus Eye Mystics with the number of auras we have. 1's probably plenty. So, group creatures separately. We can probably cut 1 thing from down here, and then maybe whatever we decide is the most mediocre up here. The one thing we don't have a lot of, by the way, is removal. So we're just going to rely on trying to punch through our opponent's creatures with aura enhanced creatures and stuff, and combat tricks. So I don't think we cut any auras. So it comes down to these 3 other things that can trigger heroic. So Turn to Mist. Do you do anything other than what we talked about earlier? You work with Heliod's Pilgrim, you work with Eternal Witness, you work with Kitchen Finks, and you work with Lotus Eye Mystics. So, you know, I talked about how it can trigger heroic, but that was kind of dumb. And I'm sure some of you have already noted that in the comments. Because, yeah, sure, you get a heroic trigger, but then it exiles the creature. So, yeah, it gets cut. It is nice with the cards we talked about, but not nice enough. So then it's probably one of these or something from up here, which could be a Staunch-Hearted Warrior. It's definitely our worst, like, heroic card. In the end, we got 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7 heroic cards. And it's definitely the worst of the bunch. We could also cut Ronom Unicorn, I guess. That might be a better choice. It is a nice early creature. Some utility. And maybe it'd be the fact that it's a 2-drop makes it enough better than Staunch-Hearted Warrior. Yeah, let's cut the Warrior. Alright, this looks like the deck. Oh yeah. Do we want Cavern of Souls? So it's worth noting, it's kind of fixing for all of our humans. And in terms of humans, total we have 16 creatures, right? How many are humans? 1, 2, 3. We did cut a Staunch-Hearted Warrior. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? Yes. 9. 9's probably not quite enough. That's probably not enough. So no Cavern of Souls for us. Is Cathodian better than Tethmos High Priest? Probably not. We have enough 2-drops. It can only get creatures, right? Yeah. But we have enough 2-drops and lower creatures that I think we want to keep it. So 8, 9. Is that correct? I don't know if it is. Like, I think I actually want to. Oh no. Yeah, this is how I want it. I was gonna. The reason being, Eternal Witness is double green, but you don't have to play it early. It's good, better even if you don't play it on turn 3 in most cases. So, and that's our only double green, and yeah. So, I think we go with this, and I'll see you guys in our first match. All right, here in our first match, we have a 5-lander. We are on the draw. It's not the worst hand, but I think we probably got to send it back. I mean, we got to be able to do a little bit of stuff early, I think. And, if I had like one more card that wasn't a land, I'd probably think about keeping it, but okay, this is definitely better. Do I hold on to Borumbra? It's not that great with Hero of Lena Tower because you need the extra mana to pump it, but it's still pretty strong. I mean, just putting it on a Tethmos High Priest or on Hero of Lena Tower, either way, on turn 3 is pretty nice. So that is sort of the, Hero of Lena Tower gets better in the late game where you can put like 1,000,000 +1/+1 counters on it. In the early game, it's kind of a pain to make bigger, but oh yeah, I'm trying to play Borumbra. That'll happen. Okay, there we go. There it is. All right. So I'm obviously willing to trade for that thing. Probably should have played a land first just to make them think about the trade. Because then I might have a 1-mana combat trick. I don't, but if I had one, it would blow them out. So I probably play the Priest first, and then maybe next turn Borumbra and get an additional +1/+1 counter on this. That's what I'm leaning towards. Okay, so they're definitely a graveyard deck. That much is clear. So it's definitely tempting to just slam the Borumbra here and attack because they can't really stop it. I mean, they can block and dredge and all that, but I think I'll play the Priest here. And in my turn, yeah, they just milled themselves to mill themselves right there. So this isn't good. Letting them just play, that's annoying. Okay, all right. See you later. We need to have a faster start than this to really have a hope. And the fact that we can't draw lands is kind of a problem. So we're going to pay the 1 so that we can make her a 5/5. Oh, crap. I just clicked past that. Cool. Why don't you just automatically do it, Magic Online? Come on. That's annoying. It being a 5/5 would make a significant difference. For one thing, it could have attacked into this. But, stuff happens. So, we can play our Mandrills next turn. We're getting close here to Gurmag Angler. Okay, yeah, bounce is really good against this deck, obviously, and it certainly is there. All right, so we're going to take 4. Then I think we play our Mongrels, our Hooting Mandrill, and probably exile the Priest because we have one way to get auras back. I don't think we have any way to get a creature with more than converted mana cost 2 back from our graveyard, so... and yeah, the High Priest. This is not good though. Our opponent ramped into all kinds of silliness and we're over here sort of doing nothing. Playing creatures who can trade and not much else. And I think that's what we do, unfortunately. I think we got to trade there. Sure, they got more gas to throw on the fire too, so yeah, the graveyard deck is fun. Wow, they hit all lands. They're probably kind of happy about that because they probably didn't want to draw 4 lands in a row. Yeah, there's Gurmag Angler. So I can make this black and able to block Shriekmaw. It's worth noting. That might be the plan. I'm going to play the hero. If we draw an aura and can play it, it's going to be huge now. So that's kind of what we need to do. But yeah, I probably discard this land, make the mongrels a 3/3 and black. And we'll see. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, interesting. They just want to delve, dredge. So I'm going to make it black. Take 6. Kill the Shriekmaw. Of course, if they have a way to reanimate it, that would be fun, wouldn't it? I'll reanimate it, please. Okay. I think we're probably dead. There's not much we drew a land. We're definitely dead. Okay. That's one of the sweeter graveyard decks I've seen yet. I'm guessing they have, what's it called? Spider spawning. Of course, when we drafted a spider spawning deck, everyone we played against had one. It was really weird. Okay. So we don't have any graveyard hate to bring in or anything like that, unfortunately. I don't think we change anything. We definitely need a faster start this time, though. That is key for us to have a chance here. I would like to play first. Okay, this is pretty solid. 2 creatures and God's Willing is perfectly reasonable. We have, 2 pretty strong 2-drops that can help us run away with the game, maybe, hopefully. Okay, so I'm going to lead with the plains just in case I want to play the leader first. I'm not sure what the right thing to do is. It might be to play the mongrel first. Okay. So if I play Phalanx Leader first... I mean, I think I play the mongrel first just because it can do significantly more damage early. In the later part of the game, obviously Phalanx Leader is going to be better. And not even that late. I mean, very soon it will be better. So, okay, so they begin their milling now. They hit all real cards. And they threw all of them into the graveyard. Interesting. Oh, no, they have to. That's right, because it's only lands. Okay, so I'm going to attack. And that'll put them at 5 cards in their graveyard, which, by the way, means it can play something really scary next turn pretty easily. Does that mean I should search up Face Fetters with my Heliod's Pilgrim? Yeah, probably. Let's do it. I mean, an aura would be nice, but... yeah, when we built our mill deck, we had, I think I had 3 Satyr Wayfinders, and it was pretty awesome. Lets you play things with Delve incredibly quickly. So yeah, we'll get the Fetters here. So that if they do play a huge creature with Delve early... Delve? Yeah, no, Delve's right. Delve and Dredge, both of them being D keyword abilities that deal with the graveyard. It's just so confusing if you're not, intelligent, like I'm not. So yeah. So all right. So I think we attack with both. I guess they can block that. There's no reason to. So we'll just attack with the mongrel. And then I think I play another Pilgrim. Maybe? Seems reasonable. This time search up Mammoth Umbra or something. Could get Spider Umbra and play right away. And I could play Phalanx Leader and the Umbra in the same turn. So that's kind of tempting, but Mammoth Umbra is the one that can really help us run away with the game, though. So I think I take the Umbra. And I may not even wait to play it on Phalanx Leader. I may just slap it onto something else. Guess I should have left white up there. Again, see, not intelligent. Should have left white up there for my God's Willing. I was thinking about maybe searching for Spider Umbra, but I kind of knew I wasn't going to, so leaving up green was dumb. Okay. Bring on the Eidolon, Ancient Tomb. So they have a ton of mana right now, which is a little scary. What they don't have, though, is mana that can deal with a creature, which is why I think I want to put Mammoth Umbra here. Yeah. All right. I mean, I guess they could have had it if they sacrificed this and whatnot, but okay, so Mongrel goes to town in my turn. So yeah, the leader pumping everyone is going to be nice, obviously. So there's black mana. Are we going to lose our totem armor here? So they have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have 9 mana. So they can hard cast the Eldrazi that reanimates something. Which, yeah, I can put Faith's Fetters on it, but if they get back something scary, which they seem to have the ability to do, if it's the reanimation Eldrazi, that is, whatever it's called. Inquisitor? No, I don't know. Some Eldrazi. Cost 9 mana. I think it's a 9/9 with Annihilator 2, and it reanimates a creature. Ancient Tomb's kind of annoying for your opponent to have, you know? It's better than Mana Crypt, I guess. I really don't want to see Mana Crypt. So they're going to play something scary here. I mean, that is very obvious, right? Yeah, it's obvious. We can Face Fetters it, hopefully. 3, 5, 6. Ooh. Man, I can't make you colorless, can I? Ouch. That is not cool, man. Why'd you do that to me? Ugh. That may be the game for us, basically. It's hard to beat. Like, especially when our whole plan was to go wide and play this and get some heroic going. And now we lost all our creatures. So, probably not going to happen. Probably not going to happen. Why can't you become colorless? That would have been great right there, right? Man. I mean, our situation's already bad, but not drawing stuff is making it way worse. So we're going to take 5. I have Faith's Fetters, of course, but I'm kind of holding off on playing it until I'm in a situation where I have to, because they may play something I'd rather put the Faith's Fetters on. Okay, there we go. That is going to help our situation a whole lot, because it gets us back Mammoth Umbra. come back to me, Mammoth Umbra. Can't play it this turn, but it does give me another creature, which is great. We'll end our turn. And we should have a nice attack next turn, potentially. They do have 4 freaking cards in their hand, so let's not forget about that. But still, we might be okay. Shriek Maw. So I can give whatever he decides to target protection from black and then block his Gurmag Angler this turn. That's probably what I do. I'm guessing they go after... They do go after our leader. Okay, so we're going to go God's Willing. Get some heroic going here. Pump both these guys. I get to scry too. I always forget that's part of this card. And protection from black. Yeah, sure, yeah. We have 2 auras in our hand after all. All right, and this is a 5/4 now. So, do we trade it for Gurmag Angler? No, I think we probably do not. Okay. So it's tempting to put Mammoth Umbra here, but it might actually just be better to put it on Lotus Eye Mystics. It's not like it can attack this turn, though, is the thing. So I'm going to play Hero Iviroas. It's probably better to put it on the Phalanx Leader. And pump everybody, you know. Yeah. That is the plan. And then do I put Faith's Fetters on Gurmag Angler? If I do, I can attack. Almost everything. I think that is what we do. Oh, I don't have the mana. Duh. I thought I had 3 still. There's just 2 though. Right? Yeah. There's just 2. Okay, so we'll end our turn. Maybe just putting Face Fetters on this and attacking would have been our best choice, but I'll take it. If we put it here, we can pump our whole team. Obviously, that's the correct decision. Okay, so I'm going to put Face Fetters on Gurmag Angler. Gives me Prowess, takes me back up to 19. We go up to 19, and I think we attack with everything? No, probably just our big guys. You'd think they have something in their hand as long as many cards as they have. Okay, that drops them to 8. Uh-oh. Man, that's annoying. Get back Shriek Maw, gain some life. Gonna kill my Phalanx Leader. Actually, they can't kill it outright, but they can shrink it. Okay, well, that's probably better. Probably... Man. Should I have less lands in this deck? Maybe I should. How high is my curve? Right, end our turn. Them being back at 14 is annoying. We do have all but one of our auras to put on our heroic creatures in our deck still, so that's good. Here comes Shriek Maw. Probably kills my 5/4. Just because it's scary. But Phalanx Leader can obviously help us run away with the game, but you know, I'm out of gas. Not that they know that. Yeah, they're going to kill the big guy. I think that is the correct decision. And I think I go to 15. Okay, that could be interesting. All right. in my turn. So do I try to shed weakness here and kill the Ether Snipe? I think I'd probably try that. If it doesn't go our way, I think we pretty much lose, but it's going to make it a 4-4 and then a 6-6. Sure, I'll remove a -1/-1 counter. So the problem is our opponent, you know, we can kill these things, but they kind of want them in their graveyard so they can get the triggers again. Tathmos High Priest is going to be nice. Play my priest. Now what? I can attack, and I have to double block to kill my hero. But it's also the only big thing I have, and if I lose it and they play something big, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. Though the longer the game goes on, the more it benefits our opponent, at least until the extreme late game when they'll have milled themselves. Do we have anything we can get back from our graveyard? Yeah, we have a Mongrel. So if we draw something that can target that. Let's think. Maybe they'll just be too scared to block because of Heroic. What the hell? Let's do it. Bring on the double block. Alright, so we're going to kill Shriekmaw and the Deranged Assistant, actually. It's really too bad we didn't have a way to really punish them there. How did they call our bluff? How do you think they called that? I can actually, yeah, I can get back the Hero of Aroas, too. So our opponent is drawing lands, so that's nice, I guess. So we're going to attack with both of these. Play Wingsteed Rider. So I'm at 11. So we got, I don't only have 2 tricks, and we already got both of them, but we still have at least 3 auras left in our deck. Drawing one would be good. I'm sure they're kind of frustrated that that's what they drew. It's like, don't want to draw any more lands. And then you draw Vessel of Endless Rest. Okay, so I think the best thing to do here is put Bore Umbra on Phalanx Leader. The nice thing is, even if they kill it in response, I get some value. These guys will both get pumped. Yeah, so that's exactly what happens. But it does, you know, we still get value. They're dead next turn unless they draw a way to stop us. Which has to happen at some point. I mean, they've drawn a lot of cards, and they haven't drawn a non-land in a while. This doesn't look good. Shriekmaw number 2. No, just Scuzzback Marauders. Okay, well that doesn't concern me too much. It can block my priest, but it's not a huge deal. Okay, so I think we just attack with Wingsteed Rider here and end the turn. Means they can't use their Ancient Tomb. We'll hold on to both of these cards. All right, I'm going to take 7. All right, we won that one. Some serious mana screw from our opponent gave us a huge assist. What does my curve look like? I probably should only run 16 lands, right? I mean, man, we haven't seen our Eternal Witnesses at all. Where you guys been? I could definitely get away with 16 lands, is the point, though. My deck is mostly 3 or less. I mean, I guess having 2 Mammoth Umbras kind of makes me want to play that 17th land. Maybe that's enough. Yeah, it probably is. We're at a weird place with the lands. Lotus Eye Mystics was huge in this game. It can do that. Other times, it doesn't do anything except be a 4 mana 3/2 with prowess. So that's why I wanted to only run 1. You know, we have auras, but we don't have so many that we can guarantee 1 is in our graveyard at all times. I think this is a keep. We do desperately need to draw that 3rd land, but I think we can do it. I believe. There's an Eternal Witness. We have 2 more draw steps to hit a 3rd land of some kind, I believe. Oh, there's the other Eternal Witness. Somebody heard me complaining and decided to punish me by making me draw another Eternal Witness in a situation where I really don't want one. Patchwork Gnomes. Okay, well, at least we do something we can play. So it could be worse. The probability that we either draw land or something we can play has to be pretty high right now, I would guess. There it is. Okay. So yeah, definitely Pilgrim time. So what do we want? Probably just Boar Umbra. Since we have our other Pilgrim, we know we can get Face Fetters later, so I'm just going to get Boar Umbra here. And in the turn. I could attack with a Mongrel, but it doesn't really seem worth it. I would like another green mana to have these set up, but obviously we don't need them just yet. They're going to be pretty great for us in the mid to late game, though, I would say. Oh, they're going to dredge. Gurmag Angler went in there. That's every time when I made a deck like this, like every time I milled myself, my Gurmag Angler and Tasigur seemed to end up in my graveyard. And it's like, those are the 2 cards we don't want in there. The chances of them both being milled are so low, but I did it at least twice in an earlier draft video of this format. It's kind of interesting. These 2 are like almost, the 2 animals in this card are almost in this exact same position. What are they ramping into? Shriekmaw? I'm not that afraid of Shriekmaw on this board. Can't kill Wild Mongrel, basically. And if either of these die, I'm not too broken up about it. So... oh yeah, it's just a Gurmag. Mr. Gurmag Angler. Yeah, I'm just gonna take 2. Okay. Sort of leaning towards just playing another Pilgrim and searching up Faith's Fetters. That's probably what I do. Yeah. Almost wish I had run 3 of these now, which I've done before in this format, and it was pretty great, but I don't have nearly as many auras in this deck as I did in the one where I ran 3 of them, or 4 of them. I may have even had 4. I had a lot. I feel pretty good about this game. Our opponent does not have a whole lot of juice left, and we have a million cards in our hand, plus 2 Eternal Witnesses and a Tethmos High Priest. All that is pretty sweet. So the question is, do I try to play an aura here? Or do I just play Kitchen Finks and just keep widening here? I'm a little worried about playing an aura when they have mana up, but at the same time, there's not a great chance that they have a way to interact. What they could have is just the wind. That's pretty much the only card that would blow us out here. That is it. Everything else doesn't concern me that much. And even if we do get 2 for 1, we can sort of reverse it in the later game with the help of our Eternal Witnesses. Tethmos High Priest even. So I think I'm going to go for it. I'm going to put Bor Umbra. You know, maybe I'm not. It only makes it a 5/5. Granted, I can discard a card and all that. Okay, fine. Put Bor Umbra on Wild Mongrel. See what happens. Okay. Yeah, it's still not a great attack. Probably shouldn't have done it. However, yeah, I think we're going to do it. Okay, so I'm going to discard... What am I going to discard? Maybe I don't want to. Maybe I just let this happen, and then this will just knock the aura off and kill the Angler. Yeah, maybe just playing Face Fetters was best there. But... Crushing Canopy. That is not fun. Okay. So I could discard 3 cards and get 4 for 1, but we're not going to do that. All right. Man. Maybe I should have just played my Face Fetters. It's not like it would have enabled that much, honestly. Other than first playing the Fetters and making their scariest creature unable to block. Come on, man. Oh. Well, we're going to do this. All this enchantment hate. Why would you bring it in? Good news is Eternal Witness can get us back Face Fetters. So if they do use it to blow this up, we can just play it again. But it'll take a little while, and we probably don't have a little while. All right, we're going to take 3. Scuzzback Marauders. Okay, so we're up to 5 now. I think I just want to play Kitchen Finks. Gains us a bit of life, helps us stabilize. Yeah. Seems like a plan. End our turn. This one's not going to be very easy to win. I'm glad they milled all his dust, though. Though, yeah. I mean, I would be pretty happy if we've managed to get to a board state where they wanted to cast it. Because we're not there now. Okay, so they can use this ability to blow up Faith's Fetters after I declare the block. But I don't want them to blow up Faith's Fetters. And I think they're waiting till they can get the value out of this. That seems to be their plan. So I think instead I'm just going to block Scuzzback Marauders and let this continue to live for now. Because they're being pretty greedy. It's what I would do, too. I'm a greedy Magic player as well. I think that'll work out for us. We go up to 12. They wanted me to, like, block, and then they can pump it and everything, but I think I'm good. Okay, Lotus Eye Mystics... also pretty good here. Because, yeah, I think it's what we play. It gets us back Bor Umbra. Let's leave up white. They know we have our protection card, so... Okay, so we get back our Umbra. We have way more gas than they do, but they have some scary stuff over there. So do they blow up the Face Fetters on their Angler now? They do. You know, being able to get it back with the Mystic would have been nice, but Eternal Witness can get it back, so that's nice too. Don't be a Shriek Maw. Oh, it's a Shriek Maw. That's going to open the floodgates here. Yeah, they kill my one sizable creature. So fun. Okay, so... you're going to block there. Should we make them discard a card? Is that worth it? Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to block this. Yeah, I guess making them discard a card is probably worth it, but I'd rather block with that. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Going to 8. So this will go away. That won't because they just regenerated it. And neither of these will either. So we're at 6 with a 2-1 in play up against Shriek Maw. That is not good news. I think we're probably dead. I think we're just too slow. Probably should have gotten the fetters earlier. Yeah, we're dead. Yeah, I mean, there's no way out, right? I mean, I can play 2 creatures. Hero of Aroas and Eternal Witness. I mean, I guess I can just go for it, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to cut it. Three of it has fear after all. So, yeah, we get back Face Fetters. So we can block this, this. Can't block that. So 3's getting through no matter what. And then we can block Gurmat Gangler, Wickerbow Elder, and Patchwork Gnomes. Yeah, I guess we're not quite dead. I think we're going to go to 1. That'll work. Jeez. Okay. We also have to do really ugly blocks to survive. So you're going to block there. You're going to block here. Oh, no, there's no way for me to win. Oh, yeah. No, there is a way for me to go to 1, though. But it involves me giving up all my permanents. So it may as well not. It may as well not be only taking us to 1. Yeah, we lose. We just couldn't really get our feet under us in that game ever. We were just under so much pressure quickly, and them having 2 ways to blow up our enchantments early just really screwed us up. I'll see you guys in the next match. All right, going into our second match. We lost our first one, unfortunately, but hopefully this one goes a little better. I mean, we did play relatively well. Things went relatively well, but not quite enough. I think they would keep this. Having auras early does make Lotus Eye Mystics a pretty nice keep because, you know, if they find a way to blow one up, you know, we can get it back. We do need more mana, especially white mana would be great because then we can just start going crazy with Phalanx Leader, which is the dream. That's why I'm playing a Plains, because I think if I draw another Plains, I probably just play Phalanx Leader. Oh, cool, Urborg. Now my lands are swamps. That could come up. Okay, so we're going to play Ronom Unicorn. Oh, yeah. Now I have to choose between 2 types of land for every land. So I'll take any 3rd land now. I was a little greedy earlier, saying specifically that I wanted a Plains. I'll take any. And a 4th, for that matter. That'd be great. The cool thing is we can already set up some decent heroic nonsense with the cards we have in our hand because we have our cheapest, 2 of our cheapest enablers for heroic. Okay, we did draw a 3rd land. I guess I attack here. I mean, if they want to dredge, I'm kind of okay with it. It will also put itself on top of their library after it dies, so that's kind of nice. Okay, so... we will play our hero. I don't think we slam a Spider Umbra on it right away. We could think about it. I mean, it would make it a 3/3 with Totem Armor. But with Phalanx Leader in our hand, I'm just a little too greedy, I think. And if we have to use God's Willing or something like that, I mean, I will. But if we don't have to, I'm okay with that. Okay, so they're ramping. I don't like that. That may mean next time, you know, we do need to a little more quickly slap auras on things. It would be great to draw planes here and just put Spider Umbra on Phalanx Leader and start going to town. If that's not what we do, I think we probably do put it on our hero. We did do that. I'm happy with that. Okay, so planes, Phalanx Leader, Spider Umbra while they're tapped out. Pump everybody. Drop them to 13. Okay, so if they do manage to kill my Phalanx Leader, I can at least get the aura back. So that's pretty nice. So they have 2, 3, 5 mana. Shriek Maw better not be... Okay. Did not want to see yet another Shriek Maw there. Okay, they have Golgari Grave Troll. That's fun for them. No! Predicted it, unfortunately. Wait. Oh, you're choosing your target, I guess? The Unicorn. Interesting. I'm cool with that. Guess, like, you know. Alright, so... do we just put another thing on this and keep going? Another option we have is to just use God's Willing, like as a combat trick here. And that might be better. And then I can also play the Mystics. The Mystics aren't going to get anything back, though, so... They are going to make it so that I have another creature who gets bigger, though. That may be worth it. So I could attack and use Hold Up God's Willing. If they block this, you know, use it on it. If they block this, use it on that. I think that's our initial plan. I guess playing the Mystics first would have made sense because it would get pumped, but if I can just pump all my mana into Hero of Lena Tower, I think I'm okay with that too. So the scary thing that there's a real potential for is that they just get back Shriek Maw. And for that reason, maybe I should hold on to God's Willing for that. Definitely worth thinking about. Okay, so they're going to just... What are you doing? Single block? Oh, no, they can put Shriek Maw on top of their freaking library. Well, in that case, they're going to put Shriek Maw on top. Okay, so I think we cast our God's Willing here. Yeah. Pump the whole team. I could have done it here to do more damage, but this has Totem Armor, so my opponent killing it isn't nearly as scary as it could be. So we're going to choose black. Oh, that's great. We hold on to that for sure. They go to 10, kill both their creatures. They put Shriek Maw on top of their freaking library. Golgari Thug. Yeah, that's what they did. Okay, so do I play Lotus Eye Mystics here? I think I probably do. Because, like, Yeah. Don't get anything back, but... And I probably should have already had it in play so that I could get it bigger, but... We know what we're going to draw, and we also have Mammoth Umbra in our hand. So right now, if they play Shriek Maw, they can't use it to kill our Phalanx Leader. It'll just lose its Spider Umbra. And it costs them 5 mana, and that's a pretty real cost. Like, it's a very real cost, because that's all their mana. So, I can't... Oh, they're just going to evoke it. That makes sense. What do you do? There's no good options is the reason I felt like this is an okay... Yeah, so they're going to get rid of that. Sure. So we can hit them for 7 right now. Do they have a blocker? Yes, of course they do. So they're going to keep trying to loop this, which is a joy. Well, actually, Shriek Maw's... Oh, no, they evoked it. Okay. So... Do I just put Face Fetters on this and swing for 7? I think I do. It's actually going to be 8 because of prowess. And that makes this nonsense stop. So they go to 2. We've got our Mammoth Umbra. They have to play 2 blockers here not to die, or a kill spell and a blocker, you know. Some combination thereof. Wow. Looks like they got it, unfortunately. They got it. And it's a pretty freaking good blocker. Okay. Man. That's frustrating. So frustrating. They're going to... Okay. So do I play Mammoth Umbra here on Lotus Eye Mystic so they both have Totem Armor? Or do I put it here so this becomes huge and this becomes a 4-3 and actually be a 5-4 for the turn? They have to block both of them. The problem is they get to put Shriek Maw back on top of their library, and we really don't want that to happen. Again, it's going to give them the win over time because we're just going to run out of gas, and they're going to keep drawing Shriek Maw every turn. So, I've got to come up with something here. If they both have Totem Armor... That might be better. The problem is they can just block my Phalanx Leader with Hooting Mandrills if I don't put it on it. But giving them both Totem Armor is probably worth it. And I think we just have to pass the turn, unfortunately. Yeah. Stupid Golgari Thug. I guess I can make them mill themselves in the long run, but not if I stop drawing creatures, which has already kind of happened. So, I think I'm just going to end the turn, which really sucks, but I can't let them keep drawing Shriek Maw after Shriek Maw. I have to go wide, which our chances of doing right now don't look great. So... I don't mind them continuing to mill themselves, though. Ooh, Forbidden Alchemy. Yeah, they got back their Grave Troll, who's jacked. That'll help. Kind of wish my Face Fetters wasn't on that stupid Thug. So, I'm going to grab the Boar Umbra because I can play it now. And we're going to stick it on Phalanx Leader. pumps the whole team. Phalanx Leader's now big enough to block Golgari Grave Troll, at least for now. And we'll end our turn. That Golgari Thug is ruining my life. The only flyer I have too is one Wingsteed Rider, so not good. We really don't want to see just the wind. Ooh, that's not great news. It can attack us forever. Right, end our turn. Is our best way to win going to be milling them out? They're at 11 cards and 2 life. You think we could get in for 2 somehow? Dang. That Grave Troll is going to get bigger, but you're also milling yourself down to 7. That was the problem with my graveyard deck. Is I would end up milling myself more than anything else. I wonder if they have the if they have spider spawning. I'm in serious trouble because it will make so many creatures. Okay, they're down to 7 cards. It might be more likely they die by milling themselves than anything else right now. Yeah, we take the damage. That's nice. Another creature, one that gains us life too. We're going to go to 6 cards. Sort of blanks the Meringue River Prowler. Okay, we'll take 2. Another creature's nice. We can combine Phalanx Leader with Kitchen Finks to bring it back more than once, potentially. That would be cool, right? Use your other Forbidden Alchemy, man. Come on. Use it. They're getting back a bunch of lands. It's kind of scary. That'd be kind of fun with Wild Mongrel. Yeah, I mean, the fact that they can't use something like I mean, I've been there where you're Forbidden Alchemy, you're just like, I cannot cast this or I'll mill myself out. It's frustrating. That's why this deck maybe needs a few cards to shuffle them back into your library. You're going to 4 cards. Uh-oh. What just happened? Unholy Hunger. Yeah, so they knocked the armor off of my Lotus Eye Mystics is what they did there. And gained 2 life. All right, we will take 3. Okay, we're drawing all our dudes. We have gotten most of the auras out of our deck, it's worth noting, so it's not super crazy that we have our dudes. They go to 3 cards here. Don't be spider spawning, don't be spider spawning. Okay, it's just a Slum Reaper. That's all. I think I probably sacked my Finks. since in the end it doesn't really matter. That does mean they can put Golgari Thug on top of their library. Shriekmaw, rather, on top of their library. And, you know, that's a problem. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. We go up to 18. We go down to 16. Crap. So Shriekmaw is coming into play. Down to 3 cards again. Shriekmaw also has Fear, so it's going to add to the damage on the board. Not so good for us. So do you knock a Phalanx Leader armor off? No, you go after the Mystic. Makes sense. I'm a little surprised he's not being more aggressive, given how many cards are left in their library, but... So they can hit me for... yeah, 5 next turn. So Wild Mongrel can at least block Shriekmaw now, so it's not an unstoppable juggernaut, so that's good. That's what we needed to draw. It's like the only way we had to block a Shriekmaw in our whole deck. Crap. They have Vengevine. Vengevine. Okay, well, I'm taking 3 there. Wait, is there a Shriekmaw in their graveyard right now? No, but they could get back plenty of scary things, so I'm just going to take the 3 here. Okay, that could be interesting. Do we have any auras left? Not convinced we do. I guess we have another Mammoth Umbra, right? Yes. All right, so let's slap it on this guy and make everyone bigger. If I use it on Tethmost High Priest, I can get back a Unicorn. That's not going to do anything, so we're just going to stick it here. Pump everybody. Kitchen Finks loses a counter. So now it can gain me a little more life. Might almost... they have to block it if I attack, so it may just be worth it to attack with it. Because if they block it... Oh, no, they don't have to. They could take 3 and go to 1. Just kidding. All right, Wonder turn. They're down to 1 card. Okay. So we're going to block the Shriekmaw. Make our Mongrel black. We're going to go to 8. They're down to 1 card, so they have to kill me this turn. I don't think they can do it. They know what that last card is, though. They may also have the 1 card that lets them shuffle 4 cards back into their library, which would be a nightmare right now. I don't think we can hold them off long enough to make things work. All right, we got there. Had to make them mill themselves, which is what people made me do when I drafted that deck, but it worked in the end. Seems kind of like grinding things out is probably the best bet because they mill themselves so much. I mean, not the best bet, but it's not a bad backup plan. So the question is, do I want Pulse of Marasa? Probably not. I mean, my Witnesses are just way better. Gaining life is nice. I mean, it does matter, especially against unblockable stuff like we were dealing with there. But, yeah. I think Eternal Witness is still a lot better. It sort of gains you life in a way, too, because it gives you something back and it can chump block or trade, you know, so... This hand's fine. It's not awesome, but it's all right. We do have face fetters in the opening hand, which I like. Should have probably played a plains there in case I draw Phalanx Leader. This looks familiar, doesn't it? All right, so we're going to play Wild Mongrel. All right, so I think we attack with our Mongrel. Hold on to stuff here. I don't think we want to start dumping stuff into our graveyard. Attack for 1. Ouch. Okay. Nicely done, sir. Yeah, if you're on the play with that, it's so hard to have more than one creature in play. I mean, I guess we could have played a 2-drop and a 3-drop. Golgari Thug puts itself back on top. Okay. Staunch Hearted Warrior may be about to get things going here for us. It's going to be huge. So if they tap out, that's definitely what we do. If they don't tap out, I might be a little too scared to try it. I guess I have Lotus Eye Mystics to back me up. So, yeah, they did tap out. So I think we just go for it. We put the big Umbra on him. Can't block the River Prowler, by the way. We might have to put Face Fetters on it at some point, but... So they can block indefinitely, right? But I don't know that they want to block indefinitely. Okay. Still going to be a 4/4 if they like blow it up, which looks like they're going to do. Okay, so we definitely attack here. We have lots of ways to pump it, even if they blow that up. So let's go to combat. They may try to blow it up before combat. No, they don't. I thought they might because of vigilance. It's only 5 damage. What's your game here? Okay, well, I'm not gonna cast anything if I don't have to. I guess their plan is to get back the Slum Reaper with the Golgari Thug, but which is a pretty good plan, but okay, so they're gonna do that. Would I rather use God's Willing? So let's let that get knocked off. And then yeah, I think I'll use God's Willing, and then we can cast Lotus Eye Mystics and get the Umbra back. Yeah. Black. I don't really think I want to draw that right now. So Slum Reaper is going to go back on top, almost assuredly, yeah. So do I play, I think I play my Mystics and get back that aura. And in the turn, I would sack my Mystics, obviously enough. There's the Reaper. I'm guessing they sacrifice it. Oh, smart. Very smart. Okay, so I could play the Mammoth Umbra again, but I don't think that's smart. I think I just attack and use Shed Weakness if I can. Yeah. So he could do 10 here with the help of Shed Weakness, but that's not really going to be enough, I don't think. Ooh, that's what we want right there. Okay, so makes it so big it just kills both of them. Sure. I actually think I would have been in way more trouble if they had just taken that. I would have felt like I was anyway. So we can get back 2 drops, but we can't get back combat tricks like these two. Well, we can with Eternal Witness, actually. We can get anything back. But I do need to exile 2 cards. So actually, Lotus Eye Mystic should be one of them. Yeah. So Lotus Eye Mystics we have no way of getting back. And then we'll keep God's Willing. They're out of cards, which is great. So they decided to mill themselves, which kind of makes sense. But they did mill a Vengevine and a Wickerbow Elder. Golgari Thug's the only thing they could have, yeah. So this guy having trample is pretty nice, right? I can just kill them, though, with the help of Faith's Fetters, so that's what we'll do. An attack for 12. Looks like we're gonna win match 2. I think they're like rage not responding, which is always fun, you know. Always a good time when somebody does that. Wow. Okay, there's that. I think we would have won whether we put Mammoth Umbra on it. Oh, yeah, we would have. We won either way. Trample. If I put it on this, anyway, because, yeah. Oh, no, we wouldn't have. They could have chump blocked this. So, no, this was definitely the best move. Okay. Guess I'll change my record while my opponent is deciding what to do. Which, you know, there's no good answer there. All right, so 1-1 we are. We're going to try to go 2-1 and win our last match. All right, we are in our last match, trying to break even here. 2-1 is enough to break even. You get back your play points. I would like to play first. Ooh, hello. That's a pretty good hand. Question is whether I play a Mongrel first or Phalanx Leader. Kind of what it comes down to. That makes me really tempted to go... Oh, I don't have a choice. I have no green mana. Not as good as I thought it was. If we draw a green mana, it's insane, though. So, I don't know why I thought we had a forest. Chances we draw a forest or a white card we can play are pretty decent. So I don't feel completely... so another graveyard deck. We haven't seen spider spawning yet, thank God. Oh, they've got the Servitor, which is pretty nasty. And Golgari Brown Scale, which is not so nasty, but... Ouch. More green mana. That's not what we were hoping for. So they are going to dredge here. They seem like a spider spawning deck. Although, I mean, our last opponent didn't have it and they milled like crazy. So who knows? They're definitely willing to trade Seder Wayfinder, yeah. Which is brave. I have a bunch of mana up, but I can't do anything with it. Not that they know that, but... Okay, Wingsteed Rider. So we did draw something we can play at least. A Forest would be even better. I think at this point I would just slam Boar Umbra on Wingsteed Rider. If it's still alive. Wouldn't mind just drawing like 2 forests in a row, enabling me to... Okay, Brawn. Probably attack, yeah. Crap. That's not good. We're just going to get beat down here by the graveyard deck. By their 3/3 and 2/3, which our deck, you know, has the ability to overpower, but not without green mana, it doesn't. I think I would have kept this hand either way, by the way. Maybe would have thought about it a little more, but... Oh, man, that's not cool, man. That's not cool. We're in serious trouble now. So I could draw a card here. Is it worth it? If I block this, we both get to draw a card. I don't think it's worth it. I'm just going to take the damage. Crap. Again. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess I only had 1 white card in the hand, so probably wouldn't have kept it, I guess. This would have turned out just fine if we drew a forest, but you can't always do that, you know? This can at least block Golgari Brown Scale if it's still alive. It won't be, though. That's a nice combo right there. They get to kill this and draw a card. Not cool. I get to draw a card too, but, you know. Yeah. Oh my god. What do we have? 3 forests? All right, so we're just going to take 6. Yeah, we're dead. Drew all the green cards ever. Couldn't really get things going that time. So we have something to blow up with our unicorn. Yeah, I mean, I don't think we change anything. We don't have much worth changing. I would like to play first. Okay, this is pretty good. Have both colors this time. And we can play a bunch of stuff in our hand. Okay, so I'm going to play our hero. Awesome. Freaking Shriekmaw is the bane of my existence. Every time I draft it, I play all people playing black creatures. That's not good. We just have a hand of auras and payoffs. So it's not really where we want to be. Oh my god. Why? Why are you such a horrible person? The good news is we have God's Willing to stop that, but oh my gosh. We have one of each Umbra in our deck. That's fun. We're having problems, not the same problems as last time. This problem's a better one to have because we can actually play things that we draw. Last time we could not. So, oh my god. Well, I think we're just dead. How are we going to stop this? Faith's Fetters would help. That's about it. That is about it. This deck underperformed, I feel like. What? You afraid I have a way to kill your Canker Abomination? Well, that gives me a chance. If they slammed in for 8 there, I don't think I would have had a chance. Okay, well. Yeah, we're just gonna... actually, sorry, Hero of Aroas, but I think the best thing to do here is exile you and also play Spider Umbra and make them have to deal with that. Obviously, the Abomination's still too big, but yeah. Okay. We knew they had that. I don't know why I'm surprised. Just leaving up white there would have been a lot smarter. Not helping. I'm not playing optimally, and we're not drawing well either. Face Fetters, please. Oh my god. We drew all of our auras. Which sometimes we want to happen, but not there. All right, 1 and 2 in the end. I mean, the deck wasn't awesome, but I thought it was pretty solid. I think I will have time for one more of these drafts. That'll be Thursday's draft video as well, so I'll see you then. Then it'll probably be getting close to Ravnica Allegiance spoiler. Well, spoiler season's probably already underway when this video comes out, but closer to Ravnica Allegiance limited review prep. That's what I'm trying to say. So I may not draft it all for like a week and be working on that. So, but maybe not. I mean, it doesn't get fully spoiled till the 11th, and that's a couple weeks after this video. So I don't know. There'll either be a week of Guilds of Ravnica or a cube or whatever. We'll see. So thanks for watching. See you guys in the next draft video.